Hello, welcome to the live again. This was a crazy episode. We had double eviction, which was insane. We had people on the line. There's so much going on in today's episode. Welcome to the live. What is up? How's it going? I have to also update the draft board, the BV Fantasy Draft. So big spoilers ahead. So I'm gonna have to update that to this thing. I hope everyone's seen it. Yes, I know, dude. Keanu won. I was a little bit worried that Vince was gonna take that shot, because Keanu was too tempting. But I know he promised Keanu that he would Vince would break the tie in Keanu's favor. If not, Keanu would vote against him in jury. But, geez. That's crazy. Yeah, and then what do you call it? I was watching the veto for double eviction, and I'm like, yo, what is? Hold on, give me 1 second. Okay, sorry, I just got a message. Yeah, it's crazy. Now I don't know. Yeah, it's crazy. What do you guys think? How do you guys? Feeds are back for reals? Are they on? No one's on the block right now. Lauren should have stayed. That's crazy. That is crazy. Well, as soon as Ava went up, I was like, I'm pretty sure, yeah, she's going home. Lauren did save herself. The first time, the blockbuster, I was wondering what Keanu, he had the speed, but dang, he kept missing that ball. Crazy. And then Kelly, she's like calling she called Vince out. You know? What do you guys think of that? Let's do okay, who should we talk about first? Jeez. Okay, let's think about it. Okay, so what do we think? Are we happy with today's evictions or not? Let me do a poll real quick, guys. Are we happy? Happy face, we're happy with tonight's episode. Sad face, we're not happy with tonight's episode. Oh, thank you for the roses. Morg. I'm gonna stop right there. I don't want to misspell it. Thank you for the gifts. Yeah, she said since Adrian, that's when she lost. She knew to not trust Vince. Yeah, I tried telling them that, like, her and Zach, I said, and Lauren, that Vince has been in many rooms with Mickey, Morgan, and Ashley, and I'm like he was in so many alliances. Like, it should have been obvious, and I tried pointing it out. But did I think he wanted me home, like go home so early? No, but it was with the house, and he didn't want to split it just yet. So he played it safe, and there was that. But hey, Keanu is who I'm rooting for. That is who I am rooting for. Yeah, for sure. Hey, Carly. I already answered who I was rooting for. Let's see. Morgan needs to go. She is in the top, I think, because I think the jury is going to respect Morgan's game. So I think if Keanu and Morgan are in the final two, I really think the jury, not what we think, the jury is going to favor Morgan. Let's see. They got to get Morgan out with 3 vetoes and an HOH. Yeah. And then, let alone when it even wasn't her HOH, she had influence. Like she got Lauren put up, and she could argue that she controlled Vince's HOH in a way, which is crazy. It was crazy, Yeah, I hope Keanu wins the next upcoming HOH. HOH. That was insane. That was truly insane. Let's see. Wait, what was the poll? I totally forgot the poll. Yeah, crazy. Okay, what do you think about What did you think about? Let's poll. Yeah, crazy. Okay, what did you think about? What did you think about? Let's run another poll here. What did you think? Happy face, you like Kelly's exit speech. Sad face, you didn't like it. She called Vince out, saying, "Hey, Vince is in all these alliances." Someone finally pointed it out. You didn't like it. She called Vince out, saying, "Hey, Vince is in all these alliances." Someone finally pointed it out. Which is crazy. It's And it was crazy because she even said, like, she just said, I think I was being annoying to the house. And like the fact that yeah, it's interesting that she was aware of the situation there. Vince and Morgan need to go. I mean, yeah, I mean, they are a huge threat for anyone else in there. Like, I think Morgan needs to go before Vince, game wise, because she has a way better resume than Vince. Yes, Vince won 3 HOHs, but I think the house is gonna like Morgan a little bit more. But I don't know. It's hard to say. I think Morgan, people are gonna favor it because some people are gonna be a little bit hurt about Vince's how he played versus. Am I glitching? Am I glitching, guys? Am I glitching? No one. I only see one person saying I'm glitching. Nah, yup. Okay, let's run a poll then. Let's run a poll. Yeah, happy face, I am not glitching. Sad face, I am glitching. Sad face, I'm glitching. Happy face, I'm not glitching. So I just want to see. Oh wow, already. Oh, half of you are having glitching problems. That's not good. That is not. It's fixed now. It's fixed. Please tell me it's fixed. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, I think Lauren had potential. It's just it was rough. Like if she didn't throw the veto, potentially Morgan potentially would have haven't gone home. Keanu wouldn't have been upset. Wouldn't have been targeting Lauren. And it's like those small moves could just impact your whole game. But that's the game. It's like once you mess up, there's nothing you can do after that. Which is crazy. Let's see. What is up, guys? Yeah, it's crazy. Let me see. Hold on. Let's see. She's been crying all week. That affects comps. What do you mean? Like, I think so. I was thinking about this, right? So Keanu, everyone loves Keanu, right? I mean, outside the house. And originally, I said he needs to keep he like. I think it would be ideal for him to take Kelly to the final two because he has a higher chance of winning. Now, I think his best chance of Keanu winning this season is to take Ava and argue that he's played more game than Ava did. That's his best chance, I think. Keanu winning this game. Will he recognize that though? I don't know yet. Zero clue. Let's see. You think Keanu would beat Vince? Well, we could think about the jury vote. Who's in jury right now? Let's see. I don't have. Okay, so we should update the back with jury votes. I have this back side here, but that's not with jury. So we have Rachel. Well, I could see Rachel giving it to Keanu, but I don't know if against Vince, maybe. I don't know. It's hard because maybe I truly think that maybe they will respect Vince's game. Maybe they are. I don't know. It's hard. It's hard to be in the minds of this season's jury. It really is. Like we can't predict what this jury is gonna think. You know what I mean? Like let's be fair because I mean I think this is probably one of the most like highest viewerships, like one of the highest viewerships like for the season. And I think it's just because it's so messy. You can't predict what's gonna happen. You want to know like Like it's not predictable. It's not, and that brings views, right? So it's like you want to look away, but you just can't. There's so much drama. What's up? What? Okay, let me see. Who was the hardest to live with in the house? No, I don't really see anybody. I mean, some was more considerate than others, but I mean, it was nothing like too crazy. Um, let's see. Yeah, Kelly and Key and Lauren are gone. Yes, they're gone. They were both evicted. And if Zach ever joins, I will update the board when he's here. But we both lost the number tonight. But I'm still up number tonight. But I'm still up three. I have on my. I'll show you guys. So these are our picks. We could only have one. So still have Ashley. I have Keanu, and I have Vince. And then, so it's basically these people are already out. I still think he's cooking with because we're trying to pick the winner, right? Not who would make it the farthest, or I mean, technically the farthest. But Morgan has a good chance. I feel like Ashley, maybe if she plays her cards right, if she could win an HOH, I think she could do some damage. But honestly, if she could survive, because I think Ashley really needs to take out Morgan or Vince and Keanu both, but nah, it's hard. It's hard because there's not that much time to, because there is only 5 people left, and right now it seems like the mastermind's gonna do another twist. So I'm thinking if you want to win HOH, it has to be now. Let me see. Give me one.
2 hours, but when Adrian's here, I was just like,
"What is up, bro?"
The vibe is low over here, but what's up, man?
My bad.
No,
my bad. It was a crazy episode.
Insane episode. Insane episode. I don't know, how much have you hashed out already with your squad?
No, I was just talking about just thoughts and talking to them. I mean, look, I know you're rooting for Lauren, and she survived the block, the block once. Right.
Oh yeah, she crushed that blockbuster. Yeah,
she had a phenomenal technique.
Absolutely, I was just saying that in my live earlier. I was saying that exact same thing. I was saying it was so smart that she was, holding you with 2 hands to keep it steady, because like the target area is so small, and so the fact that she was able to do that was awesome. And obviously, like once you get it in once, you have a better idea, in my opinion, of like the angle and everything like that. And so that definitely helped her. But I thought that was incredible because they were gunning for her in the first HOH, and obviously they were gunning for her in the second HOH. So yeah. Let's start with the beginning of the episode first. So
okay. Such a long episode.
It was such a long episode, but that was the craziest episode of the entire season. So let's start with the beginning. So, they're talking about, who to put up and all that types of stuff. And, Lauren, Kelly, Keanu go on the block, and then, they compete, everything like that. And then Kelly ends up going home. Did you assume that the votes were going to be 2-2 and Vince was going to have to break the tie?
Yes, I was hoping so, because I wanted to see what Vince would do. We love a good tiebreaker. We love a good tiebreaker. Oh no, like the drama, bro. I'm not playing the game anymore, so it doesn't matter to me. I'm like, the drama.
Oh yeah, I was a fan. Yeah, 100%. I was sitting there, I was like, oh my gosh, this is what I want to see. I want to see Vince make this decision, 100%.
Yeah.
And I think I've said this, and I just created a video about it, but the way that Kelly left was the most iconic way that anybody in this season has left by far, in my opinion. When she sat there, stood up, called out Vince for all of his alliances, then called out Morgan for the situation of she's basically, Vince is a puppet for her, is basically what she said. I'm just like, my jaw was on the floor. I was on live and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is insane. And so what did you think about the way that she left and everything like that?
I mean, I'm glad someone said it. I mean, like, if it's not obvious, like I feel like Keanu might still work with Vince.
Yeah.
But like at this point, who else is he gonna go to? You know, like everyone in the house doesn't have his best interest at heart. No, he's by himself. He's by himself for sure. So, but like I don't know. Like I'm got someone pointed it out, but I don't know how much is that gonna do.
Yeah.
Maybe I think if anything, it put a little bit bigger target on Morgan.
Oh,
Maybe just because, yeah,
yeah, I would think so. The thing is that the numbers are so low right now. It's like Vince is not going to put up Morgan. Okay. I don't think
yeah.
Ashley's going to put up Morgan. I feel like she's going to put up Keanu and Ava. So, the numbers are so thin right now that I wish the call out happened earlier, with at least 9 people in the house still or something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
but I'm so glad she did it. I'm really glad that she did it. But
Yeah.
unless how Ashley and Keanu were having that conversation of, creating a final 2 in honor of Rachel. So maybe after that call out, there's something that happens there. But I don't see it happening because I don't believe that Ashley wants to go to the final 2 with Keanu.
I don't think so too. It's too. I mean, she's gonna say yes. It's smart to say yes,
Sure. Absolutely.
right?
Absolutely.
And if the opportunity is there, she's like, I guess I'm going, right? Because a big factor for like winners, I think statistically, most winners have won the final HOH because they get to decide who gets that. Because that's a huge important, and that's why I say it's like what do you call it? You got to win when you need to,
Yeah.
So I think it's like Vanessa. Some people say Vanessa season 17. Double checking. Yeah, Vanessa season 17. She was third place. They said she was such a good player, but she lost the final HOH. Steve took her out, and then that, what I mean, you can have like the best game, but if you can't win when you need to, that one last HOH.
Yeah, when you need to. That's true. That's
Yeah.
true. Yeah.
I mean, I didn't win when I needed to. I needed to win.
Do you think, let me ask you this, is there any point, let's say Vince wins again, do you think there's any point that he would just not take Morgan to the final 2 at this point in the game? Like, let's say, for example,
Yes.
it is Vince, Ashley, and Morgan in the final 3. Vince wins. Would he
Okay, now that's different.
would he take Morgan or Ashley in the final 2 in that scenario?
I feel like loyalty, he would take Morgan, but if he doesn't realize, it's hard to say because I think from our point of view, it would be best if he took Ashley right now, right? For sure. And like I said, like I could see a world where he's like, you know what, Morgan's, after that speech Kelly just did, the whole house sees that he just put Lauren up. That wasn't his idea. And so it's like if he realizes it wouldn't be a smart move to take Morgan, but I don't know. He hasn't made the best decisions in the past.
He has not.
It's hard to say if he will make the best choice because I think he shouldn't have put up Lauren at all.
Oh, okay.
So
I've been saying.
So I'm like, if he did that, like I don't like. It's hard to predict if he's gonna put up if he would take Morgan to the end or not. Like logically speaking, he shouldn't.
Oh no, he should.
Like I was telling people this in my chat before. I was like, well, Keanu, he's like the fan favorite. I'm rooting for him, right?
Me too.
And I said before, his best chance is to take Kelly to the end for his best chance to win. At this point, I really see if he takes Ava, but he has the best chance of winning, I think. Some people say Vince too, potentially Vince. I just don't know how Vince is going to be viewed in the jury just yet.
Okay.
If they're bitter, sure, they could not vote Vince, but if they want to say, I don't know, maybe not.
Let me ask you this, okay? Let's say the final 2 is Ashley and Keanu, okay?
Okay.
So you think about the jury right now, who wins in that scenario? And I ask this because Rachel was saying, I want to see the big moves when she got eliminated, right? Her final speech was, I want to see the big moves. I want to see, who has done most in this game. So who do you think wins in that scenario with the current jury?
The current jury. You said Ashley and Keanu?
Yes, Ashley and Keanu.
I want to say I feel like the jury would lean towards Ashley because they like her a little more, but game wise, I think that, like I said, I think it depends on their speeches. If Ashley could bring to light that she had some influence, and that she, because you can have good reads all you want, but if you didn't influence a vote, if you didn't get anybody out, if there wasn't a move that was solely yours.
Mm-hmm.
Like, how much game can you argue to the jury?
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, it depends because, like, Rachel, she was working close with Ashley, right? So she could understand she had good reads, but who did, like, if we think about this right now, if the jury's in the house, right, they're gonna think, what has Ashley done to get here to this point? She's managed her threat level,
Mm-hmm.
but maybe it's because she just couldn't win, or okay, so maybe there's that. Or how about, did she get anybody out through influence? Did she sway a vote to her favor?
Mm-hmm.
Like what move? So, like, those are something the jury is gonna have to ask, and it is crucial that she answers. But on the top of my head, I can't think of something she's like, I said this to this person, I convinced this person. Like, compared to Morgan, I could convince Vince to put up his number
Dude.
two ally, right?
If
Like,
Morgan's in
I
the
don't
final
He
two,
doesn't have that.
yeah, if Morgan's in the final two, she's gonna have so much that she can talk about how she deserves to win. And I think she, in my opinion, she's the front runner to win this season at this point. Morgan is. I feel like it does come down to the speeches with, like, Ashley and Keanu, because, like, if Ashley's able to bring up situations where she did, like, dictate the vote and, like, influence people to vote a specific way and all that types of stuff, then it does go a long way. But the reason why I bring that up is because Rachel is definitely going to have influence at the round table. Okay. So, like, if it does come down to that scenario, it's like, who would she pull for more in that scenario between Ashley and Keanu?
Yeah. So someone in my chat just said Ashley she stayed over Will, and is that a good enough a feat? And I have my answer. What's your answer though? Before I say,
if we're talking about the scenario between, like, if that's what she says and Keanu's on the block or on the final two next to her, right? Keanu just has so much that he can talk about. He can talk about his underdog story. He can talk about, he won so many different comps. He pulled himself out ever since week 2, right? And so I feel like Ashley will need a little bit more when she talks to people, more so than just saving herself against Will. But that's just my opinion. And it also just depends on the viewpoint of people in jury. I mean, like, we're talking about this as fans now outside of the house, but, like, what is, like, the actual stance? How does Will feel? Will was really close with Ashley in the game. Does he feel like that she actually did enough in this game to win compared to somebody like a Keanu who continuously pulled himself out? That's, like, the question, right?
yeah. Well, I heard that Will wasn't really campaigning for himself, and he told Ashley, it's okay if you campaign against me. Like, it's okay. So, like, at the same time, yes, Ashley did get the votes to flip, but was it that hard if Will wasn't putting up a fight? Like, he didn't, you know what I mean? Like, at that moment.
So Ashley's had really good reads this season. Like, she's talked to the feeds, the cameras and everything like that. If her story at the end is able to clock all of those reads and say it to everybody, then I feel like she does have a chance, but that's the only way. Like, that's the scenario that she has to go through if she's going to beat somebody like Keanu, right? So if she's able to bring that to light, it's like you were saying at the beginning, like, she's going to have to go that route and talk about how much she actually knew in the house to the jury, and then the jury be like, okay, well, that makes more sense of where you were in this current game, So I feel like that's the way that she has to go at this point.
Now, here's the thing. So I could see if they both got in the jury, I feel like Ashley's questions would be, what moves have you made that
Yes.
were yours? For Keanu, I'd feel like, what did you do other than win your way to the end?
Yeah, like what was your social
That
game?
would be what the
Yeah.
jury I would predict is like, okay, what did you do? Did you just win all these comps and that's it, or like what did you do?
Hello?
But I feel like he's done a little bit more than just win. Of course, he had to win when he needed to because he was always a target. Um, but not saying he does talk to the house. He does try to make an effort. He does campaign for himself. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
is it the
Yeah.
best? I don't know, but he's trying. He's
He's
playing.
trying.
Yeah.
He's trying. He's trying. And if he's able to give up if he's able to give specific circumstances with people that are currently in the jury of how his social game improved with them specifically, I feel like that will help a lot. Right? And so like let's say that Vince and in this scenario, Vince and Morgan are both there in jury. If he's able to give specific scenarios, how he was able to align with them towards the end, especially right now, and like kind of change his trajectory to kind of separate himself, then I feel like that will go a long way with the people. But he's obviously going to have to appease everybody in that jury, right? He's going to have to bring up the situation of like frenemies with Rachel and all that types of stuff, right? And so
Yeah.
if we're talking about social game, I think that's the route that he does have to go. So
Yeah. Yeah. So I feel like Keanu has a little bit more. I don't know. We'll see. Oh, I said I was gonna update the board. So I know it's not the best, but we lost. I lost my last pick, Kelly,
yeah,
and you lost your second to the last pick, Lauren.
Lauren,
Unfortunately.
unfortunately,
So now this is the current draft pick. I'm still ahead by one player. But
yeah,
anything goes. You still have Morgan, because again, the whole point isn't to make it to the final two, but to win the game.
to win.
Um,
And she is,
we'll
in
see.
my opinion, she is the front runner right now. Morgan is the front runner.
Yeah, if she
So-
could get there. If she
Yeah.
could get there, yes, I agree. Like I think if she's no matter who she is up against, I think she's gonna win. Like if she gets to those final chairs, no matter what, I think she has a good argument. Now her goal should just to get there.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. I do agree with that. But it's going to be the type of scenario, right? Like, let's say they get to the final three. Let's say it's Vince, Ashley, and Morgan. Ashley may just go to Vince and be like, hey, after what Kelly said and after everything that's happened, it may be best for you to take me to the final two, you know? And so, like, I could see Ashley pulling out a win in that scenario, like, for sure, if she's up against Vince, because then she can go up against Vince and say, every single one of your HOHs was run by Morgan. And she can clock that. She can talk about those scenarios that we were just talking about earlier where she had these really good reads with everybody in the house. And so, yeah, I think Morgan is the front runner, but I feel like people could easily turn on her very, very last second. So
Yeah.
in my opinion right now, I think they're going to probably gun for Keanu to get out first. But if it gets to that final scenario, then, I could see Ashley wanting to take Vince rather than Morgan. I could see her wanting to take Ava rather than Morgan. And so
I think Ashley would want to take Ava, but she's not. Well, she's been working close with Ava, so I could see her trying to work with Ava and try to pin Vince. No, try to pin Keanu and Morgan against each other. I think that would be the best bet for her.
I do agree with that. I absolutely agree with that. And I would, if I was her, she's going to do this. She's probably going to plant seeds. Like once you get to that point, I feel like she will plant seeds of being like, hey, it's probably best for my game. Or she may go to Morgan and say, hey, it may be better for you to take me, but all that types of stuff. And so, yeah, we'll see. We'll
I'm
see.
sorry that Lauren got evicted, Zach.
No, I appreciate that.
I know you're rooting for her, so I know.
Yeah.
But I did say on mine that I think she definitely had potential, but of course, like I said, like if she had won that veto, potentially Morgan would have gone home that week, potentially because they still had the blockbuster. And then if Vince had won, Lauren wouldn't have touched it. But also at the same time, if she kept the noms the same, Keanu wouldn't have been gunning for Lauren.
Which are we talking about? What scenario? Like, are we talking about
The week prior.
Vince's HOH or what are we talking about?
It was whose HOH? It was Lauren's HOH,
Oh,
right?
oh, you're talking about BB Comics. You're talking about if she actually won the veto instead of like, selling it,
I
basically
think
just not
I think
winning
that would have
away.
made a huge difference because even if she had like she could have won it, kept it the same, whether Morgan went home or not, at least Keanu wouldn't have been against Lauren. You know what I mean?
Agreed. Agreed. Yeah,
Because,
but
because
yeah.
yeah, and
I
then
do
Vince wouldn't have to would break that tie in Lauren's favor.
Yeah, I
You know what
think
I mean?
it hurt her before the veto even happened. She was telling some people that Keanu was her fourth nom, and so that was in her head as she was playing the comp, and so that's why she stalled. She wasn't pressing the button, and so yeah, I mean like we have this outside perspective, of course. Like you got so much stuff going on in your head while you're in the house, and um so yeah, yeah. But yes, I do agree the trajectory would be completely different if she kept noms the same, and then people would have probably been gunning for Morgan just because Morgan has been playing this game and playing it well, and so yeah, the trajectory of the season could have been totally different. So
Yeah, yeah, a lot of little things. What did you think about that double eviction veto? Did you find the mastermind every single time?
every single time. Every single time. The hardest point that I had, and I had like when I was looking at it, there was like a couple of seconds before I spotted him, was the one that Lauren got wrong. So it was like the second to last round. I think it the BB
Uh-huh.
Blasters one. I think it was B. I could be wrong,
It was B,
but
yeah, B. Yeah, it was B. I
yeah, and
saw that one.
so that was probably the most difficult one. But I was telling people here, they probably had three different TVs set up with wider images. That's just my guess because they had like when we were there, they had multiple TVs and they probably shrunk it just a little bit for us. So they could have made it just a little bit harder.
If it was smaller and it was easier. I don't know.
It was
I
very
did
easy just staring at the screen right there with the split screen, and so that's my guess, in my opinion. I
yeah.
don't know.
The second to the first one, the second one, or I guess the second one, I didn't find it, but I think it was
Really?
C. I couldn't find that one. There was one where I was like, dude, it just was too fast. I was like, dude, these people have like, I don't know. It was honestly, it was pretty short. I felt like it was pretty short. But the second, but I guessed correctly though. All I knew is that. But that one I was like, fudge. I was fudge. I was like, I didn't know. I couldn't find it. I couldn't find it. But the first one, yeah, I think it was a little easy. Because it
Yeah.
was like, but out of those, like, I don't remember like which order they went. But
The veto
I'm
felt
not watching the feeds right now. They said the feeds are back up. What are the feeds showing? Is it juicy right now? Should I pull it up?
yeah.
Um, but they said yup or
The
what?
feeds
Is
are
it
juicy
juicy?
right now.
Is it juicy chat? I need a poll. I'm gonna run a poll real quick. Happy face is juicy. Sad face is not juicy. Um, if not, I'll pull it up right now. But yeah, dude, that the numbers are dwindling. We'll see who wins. I don't think there's gonna be an HOH tonight. So, but I heard
Dude,
Mastermind. It's not gonna be double eviction next week, but rather I think it's gonna be a Mastermind twist
interesting.
again.
Do you think it's going to be another
Yeah.
elimination?
I think so. They said, if I remember correctly, so it's gonna be one regular elimination, but the mastermind is back for, I guess, a twist or something like that. So I'm assuming it could be another elimination or
Yeah.
some. Yeah, because I don't think it's double eviction. Well, technically, I don't know. Whatever, however you want to call it.
How
It's
how
tough.
excited how excited are you to see everybody in 10 days? Guys, we got 10 days till the finale. How excited are you to see everybody?
10 days, dude. That's not a lot.
I
We're gonna be
know.
back on stage. It's gonna be crazy to be like still on stage and look at the door. It's like, fudge. I don't know. I'll be like, fudge, man, the door's right there.
Just want to walk in. You just want to walk in.
Yeah, man. I mean, I got so used to the house. At this point, it's like, it's fine. I'll cry about it
Yeah.
later.
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
but I mean, yeah, it's gonna be exciting. If we're all gonna be there, probably, yeah, because that's like a once in a lifetime opportunity, bro. We're gonna all be there again. Because the only time that was first week,
yeah.
week one. After that. I don't know how likely. Yeah, we'll see what happens. But like, I'm excited to see everybody um, talk about the game. But most likely, it's gonna be weird because the people in jury are gonna come out back in the world, and not only do they have a lot to catch up on, but like they're also gonna be thrown in interviews. They're gonna be also thrown into like the aftermath of like what happens because for us, we have the luxury of like getting back to life, taking a second, and
Absolutely.
then going back, and then they just get out of the game, and then they have so much. I can't even imagine how much they're gonna have to. They're gonna their phones are gonna be blowing up. Life is gonna be crazy for them when they get out, for
Absolutely.
sure.
I mean, they were. I was in there for what, 5 weeks? They were in there like for 3 months. So yeah, it's gonna be very overwhelming for them. It was overwhelming for me, but I was in there not even close to the amount of time that they were in there for. So it will be a lot. I am excited to see everybody. I don't know what all. I can't say much else outside of that for what's going to happen that night, but. I will say this though, Adrian and I are trying to get to the Amazing Race premiere in Los Angeles on the 25th. So we're trying to get flights for that, but it's going to be a lot of fun. That's when I think everybody in the cast will be there, and yeah, and I know Amy's going to be there as well. She just texted us in a group chat. I know you were live when she texted us,
Yeah, yeah.
but yeah, that'll be a lot of fun as well. So we'll see what happens.
I'm pulling up lives right now. Someone says that there might be a live endurance HOH tonight. I don't know
Pressure
if that's
cooker,
true or not. I
pressure
don't
cooker.
know. Imagine, dude, that'd be crazy. Ava and Vince. It's just Ava and Vince right now.
Okay,
But
gotcha.
yeah, I have the feeds on now, but I'm gonna mute them right now. But that was such an action-packed thing. Oh my lord. Oh my lord. I'm gonna have to I feel like this the blockbuster, I was like, oh, that's gonna be so easy to make. You just it's like I'm probably just gonna get a ladder and just like just throw off the top or something. Like I don't need to build a whole set for that.
Yeah,
But I was like, those balls are hard to find though, but
yeah, I feel
they're not
that.
hard to find. They're just expensive. Like those foam ones, I'm pretty sure they're like the foamy ones. Anyways,
Yeah, you're talking about you're not talking about this most recent video. You're talking about the last one that happened yesterday, right?
well, the blockbuster, the only blockbuster tonight.
Gotcha.
But after this point, it was top six, so that means everyone guarantees at least one chance of safety versus like being backdoored where you didn't win the veto or you didn't play in veto, so you didn't have a chance.
Yeah,
So technically, you could win your way to the end.
yeah.
This is
Good.
the only season that you could literally win your way to the end.
Good.
Yeah, this is the only season, unless it happens next season exactly the same. That's the only one, um, which is actually crazy. But
I know. I know. So I've been live for about 3 hours, including the live episode. So I'm about to hop off.
yeah,
But it was great meeting you as all. Great meeting you. It's great seeing you as always. I will see
crazy.
you. I will see you the 22nd. So Monday, right? You're flying into Atlanta.
Uh, yes, yes,
Oh yeah,
yeah.
oh yeah. So if you
So
guys have anything that you want Adrian and I to do while we're here, I know we've got a podcast to do. We've got a photo shoot. We're probably going to go see Mickey as well. Um, I think Matt wants to link up as well. So we got a lot
yeah,
going on, guys, while he's here. And then we're going to try to book it on the 25th, the morning of, to Hollywood and to Los Angeles, and then going to see the Amazing Race premiere. And we'll be over there until the 28th, maybe the 29th. I got no clue. So it's a lot going on.
yeah. Honestly, bro, I'm about to be busy off the wazoo, bro. Like this is gonna be a
Yeah,
busy week. There's like, yeah, this is gonna be a busy week for sure.
embrace it.
Um,
Embrace it.
but
Absolutely.
yeah,
Well,
I think once you head out, I'm gonna do some live feed reactions. I think people
I
like
got you.
that from yesterday.
I got you. Well, if you
So
guys want to stay up and in my chat and check out live feeds of what Adrian's saying, then stay up. I'm about to pass out. I'm exhausted. So love you guys so much, Adrian. I'll see you in a little bit. Talk to you
all
guys
right,
later. Peace.
see you, Zach. See you, Zach. My tape fell. All my tape fell. What is up, guys? What is up? Yeah, let's watch live feeds. Is anything juicy going on? I know last time I was on live feeds, everyone was it was Morgan and Vince fighting. Uh, what I think about Kelly's messages? I don't remember too much about the messages. I mean, they just seem like regular goodbye messages. Hey, what's up? What's up? Hey, Natalie, what is up?
Consider that, but
Hold on.
I also have to consider. I have to consider something that is going to
What are you talking about?
elevate my resume from playing Morgan's game to playing my own game.
Okay.
And not being afraid to
Vince is talking about getting,
Oh my god, fuck.
making a move to make that benefits his game and like separate his game from people saying it's Morgan's game. So does that mean he's gonna have to take a shot at Morgan or kick out a big target?
Right? Oh my god, you're right. I guarantee.
Maybe me and Zach would do Amazing Race. Who knows? Who knows? Hold on.
Oh fuck, don't pull free phone. This conversation's sacred. Yes, please. Please. I know.
It's sacred.
Because it'll be.
What do I think Keanu needs to do to get to the final 2 chairs? Win.
Oh my god.
At this point, he just needs to win. And I was just telling Zach, I mean, at this point, this is like the only season where you could actually win your way to the end.
Yum.
Literally. Even if you don't win HOH, you're guaranteed at this point to play Veto. So you could save yourself there and then survive another week. The only exception would be the White Lotus. But of course, he just survived that one. And then there should be another twist coming up. So that might be if something was going to take him out where it didn't require winning, or maybe, I don't know. We'll see what it is. We will see what it is. What is up? Let's see. Yeah, so Keanu, he is in the kitchen, I think, making some tea. Man, everyone became tea drinkers inside the house, like, since they got in. Because some people don't even drink tea or coffee that often, but, like, when you're in the house, everyone becomes, like, a tea, like, addict in a way. I think because it was soothing for the throat, because a lot of people lost their voice, like, the first 3 days, because that's how much we were talking. And they're, like, putting like everything to like make their throat a little more okay. I'm not gonna, let me see. Morgan is in the DR, is she? I thought I just saw her. Let's go to the quad view where it shows 4. Is it, what are we thinking here? What is up?
Don't touch you because she was trying to pull your arm into the sword room.
Let's see.
Oh my god, please. Please, one of them be the dice game. I've literally been prepping for that the whole season.
I don't believe this is the right person.
That's a good point.
That's not Kat, is it? No, I don't think it is. Is it?
Hello.
Oh, hey, what's up? I didn't actually believe it's you. I thought it was going to be one of those imposters.
No, it's me. Wait, why is my face not showing?
I have no idea. How are you doing, Kat?
Oh,
Hey!
I'm so good. Thank you.
Did you watch tonight's
hey.
episode?
Huh?
Did you watch tonight's episode?
Okay, so no.
Oh. Okay. What is up?
But I got the updates and I was like, I want to join for like 10 minutes just to figure out.
You got
like,
something to
what's
say?
going
You
on.
want to talk about it? I know. I'm like, I
know what happened. I didn't get to see Blockbuster. But I know Kelly went home.
Yeah.
And then I saw that I didn't see who got nominated initially, but I knew that it was Lauren and Ava. I saw Lauren go home.
For Lauren's, no. So, okay. So the second eviction, you don't know who originally got put up.
No, not was it 3?
No, there's only 2. When
Morgan nominated people, I saw Morgan win.
She nominated Keanu and Lauren.
It was Keanu and Lauren?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and Keanu and Morgan in the veto, it was a true or false question. And it was one of those competitions where it's like, where was the mastermind in A, B, or C?
Okay.
It wasn't true or false, my bad. It's like A, B, or C. And they both got all correct. And they went to a tiebreaker. And the tiebreaker was how long in seconds was the walk comp. and Morgan guessed 120 seconds, and Keanu guessed 100 and no 1,800. Yeah,
Oh,
it
that's
was.
so bad.
Yeah, Keanu
Because
won the
we
veto.
knew while we were there that it was at least an hour and 15 minutes.
I was I mean, I'm rooting for Keanu. So I was like, yo, that's too low because I was like, I know it should have been over an hour, and that's like 3,600. So I was like, you should at
Yeah.
least guess around that or higher a bit, you
I
know?
probably would have guessed like 2000 around there if I had 5 seconds to think about it.
Yeah.
And honestly, like I don't know how many seconds are in an hour, but like if I had 5 seconds to think about it, I would have been like, okay, 2000 ish. Because
Well, it's
we all knew it was like at least an hour and 15.
yeah. Well, it's just 60 times 60 or 6 times 6, that's 36, and then add two
Yeah.
zeros. I mean, I always had that for the tiebreakers. I was like, just know what an hour is, and if it's more or less an hour, you could just divide. You know what I mean? And Keanu, he literally when he walked in, he said an hour is he said 3,600. I was like, but why did he get so low? He could have lost that. I mean, I don't know. Some people, I don't know. I don't know what's up with that. But yeah, it was crazy. And then the blockbuster, Lauren did great. She had phenomenal technique.
RG1, and I knew what the blockbuster was. I saw that too.
Yeah.
I saw what it was gonna be because Julie posted it.
Yeah, yeah. She killed it. She leaned over. She took her time, used two hands, and dropped the ball. Keanu he had a lot of attempts, but he just dropped it with one hand, and it always slightly missed. Kelly, I don't think she had one ball in. I'm sorry. So there's that, and then what do you call it? What happened after that? So yeah, Morgan lose it. Keanu wins the veto.
I saw Morgan win the HOH. I saw that.
Yeah.
I was like going in and out, but I was like at a Greek festival, literally where I live. So I was like
Okay.
so
okay.
distracted in the middle of it.
Yeah. That okay. Well, I hope you had fun. I'm glad you got home
It was
safe.
fine, yeah. But I was like
Yeah.
randomly like with friends, and I was like, wait, go on, really quick, so I could see what's happening.
Yeah. Yeah. So right now, some people have been saying that there's gonna be a live endurance comp tonight. I don't know how true that's gonna be.
I think CBS posted that.
Did they?
Yeah, that's what I saw.
I haven't seen the. I guess I haven't seen Instagram since I went live. But yeah, that's why people are saying the live feeds are on. There's not really much happening. But yeah. How do you think about the? Well, I mean, I'm sure you're devastated. Lauren went home.
I really was so upset.
Yeah. Yeah. I know Zach wasn't happy either. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, I felt like Lauren had like a lot of potential. I think if she hadn't thrown that veto, maybe like from the last HOH, maybe Morgan would have gone out, and even if she didn't, she wouldn't have put up Keanu, and maybe Keanu wouldn't have gone for her after that. I don't know.
Yeah, it's so weird because like I feel like everyone watching, they're like, oh, if you've done this, you've done that, whatever. But it's like when you're there, it's so hard to figure it out. But like there were definitely times where like even I was in the house and I told Lauren, I was like, don't do Keanu. If either of us have a chance, like I told her like 1,000% if like I had gotten HOH, I wouldn't have put up Keanu despite the easy target thing. Cause I was like, at the end of the day, if that continues and he keeps winning, you are going to be his target. Like we can't do that.
Yeah.
Like it's such a
Yeah.
bad idea. And I think he lost. Like I think at some point she was in a position to like really work it with him and she lost it. And then he like put his loyalties elsewhere
Yeah.
because she continued to view it as like Keanu was somebody easy to put up with that last HOH that she had. Her second HOH was like, I mean, she lost loyalty that she would have gotten from Keanu.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I knew that the only way that I would put him up if I had still been in that house was like as a fourth nom type of thing, you know?
Yeah, yeah, for sure. I mean, if you were going after Keanu, he would be a fourth nom option.
Oh, yeah.
But this season is interesting. I just told Zach, I mean, I guess I made the realization now, that this is probably the only season where you could actually win your way to the end. minus the white locust, I guess, in a way, because
Yeah.
if you had Blockbuster to save you, so even if you get like backdoored, you always had Blockbuster. Blockbuster's gone, but it's the final six, so everyone participates in veto. So at least you have no matter what, you at least have one chance to save yourself. And we saw that tonight. Keanu saved himself, right? So it's like at the end of that episode, they said regular eviction, but a twist is going to happen again, right?
Yeah.
Or like the mastermind's coming back. So I'm assuming I don't know if it's going to be like the White Lotus, but it might be another elimination, is what I'm thinking. And
I wouldn't be surprised. I genuinely, part of me too, was like, not going to be surprised if even, because like we theorized it in the house too multiple times, like if there was a triple. So we thought it would be like a normal eviction and then a normal double, because they do doubles all the time. And then that there potentially would be a third, just given whatever. And I thought in my head that if there was going to be that, then it would be another elimination scenario, which felt weird. But I was like, what if they do?
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't mind 2 double evictions. I mean, as a viewer, I'm not in the house. I wouldn't want.
Yeah.
That'd be too much. But I mean,
but
yeah.
this season has been, I think if there was any season, at least in the near recent future, that there was going to be somebody to win based off of purely comp wins, then Keanu was in such a good position, because this season, at least from like my perspective, I mean, like so many people like knew what was going on, especially, I mean, like when I was still there, like I could guarantee if there were 10 people other than me in the house, I knew all 6 people that would put me up first round, and then a couple people that made me put me up as a renom, which I feel like is insane. So it was like, how are we playing this game when we know how everyone feels about one another and no one's really changing how they feel?
Yeah.
And like, that sets it up so well for someone to win based off of comps.
Yeah.
If everyone's social strategy is so evident and everyone's number 1 or number 2 or their like top 2 people that they want to take are so obvious, then it's like, if you win and you win and you win, that's a better, like, at least for me, I feel like a resume builder than being like, oh, I worked it. Because it's like, well, how hard did you work it if we all knew what you were going to do? Like, who was really surprised, like, when Morgan won the HOH tonight, who she put up? No one. Who was really surprised with who Vince put up? No one. Who was really surprised the week before that? Not too many people. Well, Vince had debated Lauren before then. Like, out loud, because he had said that Morgan wanted her up.
Yeah, but
we all knew that Vince was close to Morgan, so it's kind of like, if y'all are so close, then obviously she's a consideration. So it's, if all of this social aspect feels like we know it, then that competition part, I think, should play a massive role, because it's like,
no one's hiding their alliance.
No.
Yeah. I mean,
no.
I feel like it was obvious who's working with together. I mean,
it was, which is so crazy. Strange.
What?
I mean, I know that I had conversations where people are like, I don't know where your head is at. And I'm like, isn't that what we're doing right now? Shouldn't we all know, like, where our heads aren't at right now? Like,
yeah.
It was interesting for sure this season.
Yeah, I mean, I think you have like, I think you should know where everyone's like head is at. But I mean, I think the whole point is when you talk to somebody is to like basically talk to them, like if like, for instance, like when I was trying to get your vote, I was just saying reasons why you should. Huh?
I gave you my vote.
I know, and I so appreciate that. I love that. I'm just, my gosh, Vince and Zach. I mean, I think they got scared a little bit towards the end, especially I think Zach was telling me him, Vince, and Lauren kind of got together. They're about to decide what they're going to do, but then Jimmy came up and they didn't want to decide in front of Jimmy.
Yeah.
So it's like...
But it was really interesting. Like, yeah, because I remember Jimmy came up to me and he was like, you're in the minority if you vote to keep Adrian. And I was like, that's so crazy because I'm still going to vote that way.
Yeah, I was like, bro, if I stayed, then technically we would be the majority.
If
And I was like,
if
and I,
other
was- I
people,
was
yeah.
I wasn't afraid to take shots. I was ready, bro. I was ready, especially being on the block. You're like, say less. But no, I mean, we saw how that played out, but it was interesting. We'll see how it works out for some of the people in the house
Yeah.
because I meant my word. I was going to be loyal. I was loyal and honest. Surprisingly, I don't know
Yeah,
if you believed it. So I hope that it seemed
you
like people
did,
did.
for
Yeah,
sure. And I
but
never
hey,
lied about my vote. I mean, I was in minority, and I had people like use it against me and be like, I know you didn't vote on the same side as me. And I was like, oh my God, that's so crazy. I thought we were playing Big Brother. Like, why do I have to vote in
yeah.
majority? Shouldn't I be voting for what's best for all of
And
us?
then
Like,
honestly, like, is that really gonna make a difference? Like for some
no,
people, like if
they're
if you're
anonymous. That's
Keanu,
the
like
entire point. No one knows how you vote unless you say it.
yeah, yeah. I mean, the only thing that I guess threw me when I came out was the Keanu voting with me. I thought he voted against me or voted to get rid of Zay week one, but that was the only thing that I didn't know. But if I had stayed, then I know Keanu had my back, and that would have changed. I knew I wanted Jimmy out because I couldn't trust Jimmy. I would have gone after Rachel. She was a threat, and then Morgan.
Yeah.
That was my theory. Um,
Morgan was always up there for me just because, like, I felt like she was a pretty threatening player,
it was
which has proven true. I mean, she's run Vince's HOH twice
yeah.
now.
It's crazy because I was like, I remember week one, everyone was like, oh man, I really like Morgan. Let's work with Morgan. I was like, and I kept hearing that from so many people. And I was telling Zach and Will because we were in like a final three called Willpower. And I was like, just be careful with Morgan because everyone I talked to likes Morgan. I was like, great. So in my head, immediately, I was like, I want Morgan out. She's too well liked. I was like she's gonna be pulled in all these alliances, and I'm like, that means she's gonna be loyal. Like she's gonna be like loyal to everybody and or whatever, in with everybody. I'm like, that's a threat. And I was like, okay, but no, I mean, I know, yeah, I know she wanted me out, and then I remember she telling me that she's like, she's not gonna vote. One of the reasons why she wasn't gonna vote, she's like, I don't think I can beat you in the comp. So I was like, so you're scared of me? And she's like, I just don't think I can beat you in the comp. I was like, so you're scared of me? And I remember that guy. I was like, okay, because my biggest fear was people that were scared that they couldn't beat me. Versus like Keanu, he would think he had a chance to beat me every time, so I wouldn't worry about him like being scared. Versus like someone that wasn't confident in their abilities to come after me. But I was supposed to. My threat level was. I didn't manage it well. I was supposed to throw the first HOH, but I didn't expect everyone to not. I don't know. I put my BB blasters on too fast. That was terrible. That was terrible. Anyways, especially after the bridge, when I came back from my bridge comp. Oh, you're really good at comps. Like, just like no, don't say it. Zach won. Stop looking at me. He has 10K.
Yeah, seriously. Well, Zach's win with that did get brought up plenty. So
Yeah, I know. I mean, I told him about it. I let him know it. Like, if someone mentioned his name, I would go tell him. Like, he was supposed to be like my guy, so he knew I was giving him information. I was a shield at his back.
yeah.
But when Morgan asked, like, why do you want to keep Adrian so bad? He couldn't really say, but he could. So he tried to push back, but he couldn't push too much. You know how that is. But
Yeah.
But we're both here. I mean, we're gonna see each other in what 10 days in finale.
I
Or what's-
know.
Yeah, that's so short. That is incredibly short. I will say that, and it's crazy.
I'm really excited for it. I think it's
It's
yeah.
gonna be a crazy night. I will say that. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be crazy.
It's gonna be
Definitely.
really fun. I'm
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah, it is. It is. Okay, so let me ask you, who are you rooting for now?
I mean, I don't really know. I genuinely just feel like, I mean, like I said, I'm watching like recaps and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's not bitterness. I'm just kind of bored.
No, I wouldn't even think it was bitter. I mean, I watched recaps.
I
too,
watched
sometimes.
the votes for Lauren getting evicted, which was very upsetting because I love Lauren.
Yeah,
But
she's good.
I watched that, and then when I saw that, I was like, with every vote, I literally, like, right before they voted, I was like, they're voting this way, they're voting this way. And it was only 3 votes, but still, I was
Yeah.
like, okay, so I know it's going, Lauren's going home. and that kind of sucked. But honestly, like, I don't know. I feel like I'm down for Keanu to win with the comp side, but then
Mhm.
I'm also really down for Ava to win just because, like, I feel like Ava, and it's not as been as obvious, but like Ava just has a loyalty. Like the last couple weeks that I was there, wanted like a final three with me and Lauren, and I
Mhm.
like still am like I just think it would be so great for her to get that. I
Yeah.
don't necessarily think it's going to happen, but I'm like she genuinely like saw such value within Lauren, and I'm so upset that she's
Mhm.
gone. And she saw value within me as well. So I'm like, it would be really great to see, you know,
Yeah.
somebody that I knew valued people that I valued in the game. But
Yeah.
Keanu also valued me and Lauren until Lauren kind of put him on the block.
Yeah.
Um, so either one of them, I think, I'm like, okay, that's so great. Like, I'm glad that they could look at that in a certain way and like see it that way. So like
Yeah.
I would kind of be happy to see that because Lauren's game, I feel like a lot of people's perceptions, despite live feeds, isn't 100% accurate.
Hmm.
And
Yeah. It's
I feel
always
like
different.
I
Yeah.
felt pretty similar about mine. And so it's kind of like Ava's game, I feel like, is more discreet than what it seems like. Because when like Ava talked game to me, like she was like
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, she did that week
furious,
one.
locked
I,
in. And I feel like people don't see that. They just see her like having her like random quirky moments. And I'm like, no, Ava would lock in
yeah. I
so
remember.
hard to talk game.
I mean, I remember some people underestimated Ava, and I remember. I mean, I remember I was talking to Kelly when I was in the house. She's like, "Oh, I don't think Ava knows how to play this game." I was like, "Don't underestimate Ava." I was like, because it's funny. Week one, she's like, "I don't want to talk game." Oh, I don't know, right? I remember when it was the week one. Ava was chilling at the pool. I come up to Ava, and before anything, before I like every time I talked to her, it was like always like surface level, or like when it came to game, oh, I don't know, don't talk to me, or it's too much. Um, and as soon as I sit down, she immediately game talk. Okay, so I want Zay out. I don't think you beat him in the lane. I think we're both in the same boat. I think we should work together. And then it's like, oh, where's this coming from? I was like, so she went to, like you said, like game mode, and I was like, oh, I was right. I was like, because there's no way, because I felt like she was putting up an act, like to like fool, um like as she was playing she was managing her threat level well, and I
Yeah.
remember like I was but I mean me and Ava were working together. The only thing that kind of threw a wrench in that was that I was up against Will, and their bond, right? They were close, so it's like
Yeah.
flip. Um, but yeah, that was the only hard part. Um, because I didn't think she would want me out unless it was like Will, because it was hard. Which is
Yeah.
crazy because she told me that the one time she did, well, I mean, that week was interesting. She did say that she would give me her vote, but then I guess she changed her mind. Because I guess Will, yeah. So there's
Yeah.
that. There's that.
I feel like she definitely has a lot of like potential.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, there is five people left. That's not a lot. That's not a lot. So, okay. Now, who do you think, I'm just curious, who do you think has the highest potential to win the game, right? Left. Because this is my drafts, me and Zach's drafts. I pulled it
Yeah.
out. These are the people who left. I just want to get your opinion. Who do you think is gonna win?
I think it's Keanu or Morgan because Morgan has fully run 2 out of 3 of Vince's HOHs, and Vince fully like still thinks he's making decisions,
Yeah.
despite the fact that Morgan monopolizes like all of his time and convinces him of sending allies home. And Vince's
Yeah.
allies were people that wanted Morgan home. So he's no longer in a position of being able to send home someone he's close to that he can't put up himself, you know? And I feel
Yeah.
like it's a dangerous position to put you in with the game. Like, have somebody that you're very close to but be comfortable with somebody else potentially sending them home, because it puts you to not be in a position of having to send them home or to choose over them. And Morgan is playing that correctly. She's staying close to Vince and making sure his allies go home.
Yeah.
Vince
Which is
is
crazy.
staying close to Morgan and making sure his own allies go home.
Yeah. Well, I
Even
just
Keanu
heard.
was so hard for Vince, and now he's like, I
Yeah,
think he
and
would
then,
vote
did
Morgan
you hear
to.
Kelly's speech?
No.
You didn't hear it, or you didn't hear anything about
No.
it? No, Kelly, when she got evicted, she was like, Vince was in a final four with me, him, and Riley, and he voted both of them off. And then he like called out. He's like, Morgan is Vince's is Morgan's puppet or something like that. I couldn't hear someone screaming at the
Oh,
same
she was
time.
lucky, right?
She said something along those lines, but I know she said for sure. She's like, whatever Morgan wants, Morgan gets in this game.
Yeah, Vince is setting up Morgan's jury 10,000%. And if she gets to final two, she deserves to win, because Vince not seeing that as being a super fan is absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, it's crazy. But right, I turned on the live feeds like, but I think before you hopped on, and Vince was talking about, he's like, he was talking to Ava in the wine room, and he was like, I'm trying to make like a move where I need to separate my game and like Morgan's game, so people know that this is like my move. So I think he's starting to think about that. But I was talking to Zach earlier. I was like, does he? Do you think there's a world where Vince decides not to take not Lauren, take Morgan to the final two, based off her chances of winning? And because I think if she's in the final two chairs with anybody else left in this house at the current moment, she would win the vote. She's respected in the jury. She could take credit for not only her HOH, but also
But
HOHs
other,
that won the
but
game. Yeah,
Vince's HOHs.
huge in the jury, right? So it's like,
Yeah.
I think at this point she has, if she could get to the final two, that's a big thing, right?
Right.
But if she could get to it, I think she has a good chance. I
I
really
agree.
do. Yeah. Oh, they just put up live feeds. It's a dog. Oh, anyways.
Wait, okay. I have to leave the live because I'm on 2%. But
Okay. Well, you're always
great
welcome back.
talking.
Yeah.
Miss you. Love you, Adrian.
Okay, I miss you. Love you too. Much love. Bye. Guys, you were saying that there's a live competition. All I see is a dog in front of me. Also, give support to these animals, okay? But yeah, what the heck is it? Endurance comp? Is it pressure cooking? What? Let me think. Let me think of my brain for all the competitions that's endurance. We already did the wall. I would love to see pressure cooker. There would also be that slip and slide one. That would be brutal if a slip and slide. I feel like the slip and slide is pretty brutal. I'd rather do the wall comp. I'd rather do. I don't know. Would I do pressure? I think honestly, I'd probably be down to do pressure cooker over the slip and slide, because I feel like the slip and slide is just exhausting, versus the pressure cooker. Yes, it's boring and mentally, it's a mental battle, but at least it's not like physically exhausting. I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping. You think it's a slip and slide? That would be absolutely crazy if it was a slip and slide. That would be crazy. Ooh, imagine if I didn't go veto this week. That would be insane. Absolutely insane. It'll be on live feeds. Okay. You like the egg comp? That one was a good one. I don't know if that's endurance. It could be. I guess so. But it's not like, I don't know. I feel like, I guess technically, maybe. But I feel like it's not too much of an endurance comp, but it's definitely who would win the pressure cooker. I don't know. Whoever wants it more, whoever's locked in. I know Keanu. He did. His finger did slip in the caught creeping one, the ready set go comp. So it's like, can you hold on to a button? Because how sensitive is that button? You know. So there is that. Pressure cooker as battle back comp. Dude. Dude, imagine. That'd be crazy. That would actually be pretty interesting. That you do a pressure cooker for battle back, and basically like whoever wants it, like it's not physical. Well, I guess it's physical, but it's just whoever has that willpower to just lock in and just hold the flipping button. Like that would be interesting, but I can't imagine going back and being so exhausted. um, uh, let's see. Who has the best chances of winning now? Winning. Well, Morgan, Vince, and Keanu has both shown that they could win, right? At this point, we're just talking about that at this season, you're very likely to be able to win your way to the end. So I think Vince, Morgan, and Keanu all have good chances of making it to the end. Just based off win competition, like the ability to win. But I think out of those three, Morgan has the highest chance to win this entire game if she could get to those final two chairs. Vince might take Morgan still, unless he could change his mind. If he realizes that Morgan is in such a good spot that he cannot take Morgan to the end, and that's something that you always has to look at. But maybe he might just be pressured by Morgan to take him. Maybe, if they could even get that far, which is absolutely insane. Because, I did say, at the end of the day, you got to think, one of the rules is, like, you got to think logically, not emotionally. And if your final two, is going to outbeat you in the final two seats, would you still take them? Take them, right? And as hard as that may be, it's literally the difference between winning and not winning. So I was like, what's a battle back endurance comp? There's no such thing. But I'm just saying that would be interesting if there was a battle back and it was pressure cooker. But I said that would be interesting. I don't think it would happen. That would be too much for a battle back. Let's see. What would I do differently? Well, if I ever did go back, I would always have to play differently. Because you can't, in my head, you can't play the same. I mean, you could play similarly. You have some things, so like the whole loyalty thing for sure, but you have to play different because the whole point, you have to adapt to your season. Because if you go into Big Brother trying to play someone else's, like a previous winner's game, it's not gonna work because there are some winners that I don't think would have done well in other seasons. It just depends. Like, you have to adapt to who you're playing with, the type of twist you're being thrown. It's all about adaptability, and so I would definitely play differently, but if I had to, I would not throw the first HOH. I'll tell you that for sure. I would definitely, if I knew I was safe that first week, despite how tired I was the first 3 days, I stayed up the first 3 days. That's before live feeds on. But I was like, okay, I need a bedtime. I mean, Chelsea, she went to bed at a regular time. Like, she made sure she got all her sleep. But I probably would have focused on like making better connections. Even though I think I did a good job, I could have easily done better, I think. And that could have helped. But anyways, there's been a lot of things differently. But anyways, what is up? It's let's see. They said it was endurance, but we will get it on. Hold on, I'm trying to read that. Feeds tonight. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna stay up that late, but right now it's showing a rabbit eating food. That's what the live feeds are showing right now. Let's see. Hold on, guys. Hold on. What is up? Yeah. How you guys doing? I had to. Yeah. So, yeah. I think I'm pretty. If you guys had any more questions, if not, I'll probably head out. Maybe I'll go back on. I probably won't, but hey, maybe I will if the competition hops on sooner because is Zach coming on? He already did. Zach left maybe 30 to an hour ago. He was already on, but it was already late for him. We already talked about it. Zach already went on. Katherine came on too. Those are the only two people that came on tonight. But it's an endurance comp. Yeah, I can't wait to see what it is. I doubt they bring the pressure cooker back, but it is their 25th like year doing Big Brother, so maybe they would. But it could be the slip and slide. Oh, or it'd be so interesting to see. Is it that rope merry-go-round? That rope merry-go-round. I wanted to play that one because that one is a little bit harder to like study for. Or like when I was studying that comp, I think it's reserving energy but also reducing the spin because the spin is just so brutal. It's so brutal. It makes you sick. You have to take more strength to hold yourself up. And depending what it is, like I don't know, I have to see it based off like how it's different kind of every time, but I would love to play that one too. Let's see. The comp tonight is a classic battle back comp. That's what its BB network is saying. I have to check. Is it on Instagram? I haven't checked. Guys, when I watch the show, I haven't checked Instagram, and then right after the show, I just hop on live. So I haven't checked the BB thing just yet. Well, what happened? I don't know what happened. Oh, thank you. Appreciate it. Oh, it's on Facebook? Dang. I don't have Facebook, but thanks for keeping me up to date. Yeah, I'm just kind of waiting. Hopefully the HOH comp comes up on tonight, but I'll probably head out right now and see what is up with that. So, who do I want to win at this point? I'm rooting for Keanu. That's who I would like. That's who I'm rooting for. I mean, yeah, I would be rooting for Keanu. He's the only person left in that house that had my back. So and you know, it's definitely a bias for sure because again, he was the only one. And plus, you know, who doesn't love a good underdog story? Some people think that who you want to win has to be like the most strategic, has to be like the best player of the season. But like sometimes I just wanna root for the person I like the most, or the person that has like that good story. Like he has that underdog story. You know, the whole house wanted him out like week 2, bro, like or even week 1. So it's like buds, like, and then still make your way to the end. I mean, who doesn't love a underdog story? Let's be fair, guys. Let's be real. So, anyways, he reminds you of Taylor. Yeah. I mean, sheesh, everyone wants him out, but he's winning his way. He is winning. Endurance is back on Instagram. Okay, I'll probably check it out. But if you guys don't have any more questions, I will head out for tonight. I love you guys, okay? I flipping love you guys. When's the next episode? I have to see when the next episode is. Can you watch the comp on live feeds? Maybe I'll probably hop on if it happens soon. If it happens like in an hour or two, I probably won't log on, but I'll probably try to see come back if you guys want. So, but for now, I love you guys. I will see you maybe later tonight. If not, I'll see you in the next episode. So, peace, guys. Have a good